question, Mr. Bast, is just one of the ones that didn't have time to get answered.
I will talk to Lenny about this.
Hi, I'm Connor Gibson. I work at Greenpeace.
Connor, how are you?
I was wondering how much of this edition of the report was funded by Barre Seid, through or not through donors'
As
trust.
you know, we don't talk about our donors.
But isn't that an important part of the conversation as to who funds this report? Because one distinction is that the scientists are compensated.
Because we had answered it. This was supported by 3 family foundations that don't have any financial interest in the debate.
Is one of those the Seid Family Foundation?
We don't talk about the identity of our donors. I mean, they've asked to be confidential.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
Why don't you respect that? I wonder why
Well, because I always, when a report comes out that is contrary to the overwhelming body of science, it's really important to know what the money trail is.
The whole point of the study is that it's consensus science. There's over 4,000 peer-reviewed articles in here. Is that outside the consensus?
But I don't think this passed the formal peer review among those who are considered experts in the world community on climate change.
Have you looked at the list of reviewers?
I have. No, I have. And the authors and reviewers are overwhelmingly those who at least have an indirect tie to fossil fuel interests through an organization like yours.
Utterly untrue.
I mean, Dr. Soon has got more than $1 million in industry funding.
And defame scientists.
I'm not lying, though.
One of the things you
Dr. Soon's funding is...
Think for yourself. All you're doing is repeating talking points from the Smog blog and Greenpeace.
Well, I work for Greenpeace, so we do have a response to your response to our statement on the report that came out. And if you wanted a copy of Feeling in Doubt.
I've got a copy of that.
You do? Yeah. Okay. But Dr. Soon's funding is well documented. Over $1 million from companies like Exxon, the Koch foundations, since the mid-'90s until the present date. The last data we know is through donors' trust, which is what we understand Barre Seid gives money to Heartland through. But it seems suspect as not to be willing to talk about the money behind a report like this when it has a very, very fundamentally different conclusion than the U.S. military, than NASA, than all the national academies of science around the world, and the Chinese
Academy.
You
need to think for yourself.
I want to know how much Barre Seid contributed.
We don't talk about our funders, as Joe Bast told us.
Which is very pertinent. I don't understand necessarily why you won't. What does Barre Seid have to hide?
We don't talk about our donors.
Area of total expertise.
Okay. I'm not going to get you to say anything else about the funding of this project, even though you would like it to be seen as
I asked you to, why don't you go ahead and read that, and read the summary for policymakers, which was out there, and I see you don't have it on you. You don't find it very valuable, I suppose. But it's 24 pages. It is easy for a layman to understand, and I recommend you read it.
Okay.
We're done. See you later.
Have a good day.
I think we're going around in circles.
I think so.
How are you doing?